Welcome back to Afternoon Express. And of course, we are back on the couch with our guests, Adrian Hayes, Luvuyo Rani, and Talia Russell. And we've been asking on our socials, what is the one dream that you would follow if you had nothing stopping you? So Kaketso Majonina commented, I would like to own my own farm. I love the outdoors where it's very beautiful to wake up to and do all outdoor activities with my children. And it has to be very big for those long walks.
Absolutely.
Great dream.
I want to find out from Luvuyo, if you did not run your own business, what would you be doing? What dream would you have if there were no limitations?
I mean, if I was not running my own business, because I love music, probably I'll be part of the pop stars singing.
Me too. If only I could sing.
I was literally going to say,
singing, but I mean, like,
my only limitation
like,
is that these pipes, honey,
yes.
I'm not sure if everyone at home wants to hear it. We also have another comment here from Bridget Lekota, who says, I would definitely travel the world and collect as many novels as I can. I love literature. Absolutely, that sounds incredible to me.
That
Adrian, you wrote your own book, so talking about collecting literature, I mean, what would you do?
I would love to go up into space. Now, I'm an advisor on the Mars One project, but I'm just background for team development, long expeditions. I'm not actually going because I'm probably too old and too stupid. But if I had the chance, I would love to go into space.
That's so
How far away are we from interplanetary travel? Like, is that a thing? Is that really going to happen?
The reality is that you go into space, your body is going to get damaged. And so actually, in certain, you know, perhaps my health is more important than going to space, but I'd love it if it was safe. So, yeah, I think it's a pipe dream. But Mars is going to be possible, definitely.
Oh, my word, I'm in. Now, in your book, I thought it was quite interesting because I think the story is a journey that is much about climbing a mountain as it is overcoming the mountain in your life, that is, you know, the conquering your own personal mountain. What was yours? What do you think was the one thing in your life that you had to conquer and get over so that you would be mentally free, I suppose, in order to have that inner calm to be able to do some of these adventures?
Yeah, look, I think we've all got our own Everest. We've all got our own mountains, as you said, so whatever it is. And I've had some big problems in personal life as well. I think you said it as well, that Madonna was saying, I think perhaps if I'd known the tools, the techniques, the models now that I should have learned at school, self-belief, confidence, you know, all these sort of cliches, some of them, but really stepping out your comfort zone and giving it all for what you want to achieve.
You've got a daughter. How have you taught that in her?
You know, I've got her doing Scouts, Girl Guides, she's doing dancing, she's doing singing. It's not just climbing mountains. I mean, I've got her doing other things as well, but getting her off the screens is the one big thing I would say. And any teenagers watching this, these things are damaging to mind, body, spirit. And we've got to have them. I use it as much as everyone, but just take your time off, get into nature. Nature has all the answers.
Absolutely. I mean, Talia, we've been discussing raising confident kids, but sometimes you meet kids that the parents have just said, yes, yes, win. Every single time they play chess, they win. They let their kids win. How appropriate is that in modelling a realistic future for them?
Well, I mean, we mustn't confuse being confident with a false sense of abilities. You know, if you're letting your child win all the time, they're not going to handle when they don't win. And the thing is, their friends won't let that happen, or the rest of the world. So you're not actually preparing your child how to handle when the time comes that they're not the best at something, because that's not realistic.
You know, I go to this meditation and yoga class every day, and this woman walks in with her daughter that isn't older than 8 years old, and she makes sure that she doesn't sit next to her daughter. Her daughter goes to a different part of the room and follows the yoga class. And I just thought that is a great lesson. You know, for this woman is doing an outstanding job, I think. So how have you, or what, I think your child's a little bit too young for you to model, but to instill children a confidence and to teach entrepreneurship in such a young child, what are some of the tools?
It's too young. My boy is like 1 year, 1 month.
Never too old, never too young.
No, but I think he can see
I kind of like learn in terms of like in the sense that because we've been taught out like no, you don't go that in me. So I kind of way for me to spend time in terms of the reading material, in terms of being able to be kind of being exposed and being with me through the journey.
Watching what you're doing instead of you teaching and telling, they just watching.
It's important in terms of like getting it and make sure that they learn something, and they could emulate and see how they could do it when they grow up, and take it from me in terms of that regard. So it's more about exposure, and it's more about make sure that they had the platform to learn. I mean,
Yeah.
Beautiful, absolutely.
Adrian, my makeup artist, ran up to me during the break and she said, Jeannie, will you do Everest with me? So, I mean, is it doable for somebody to take on something like K2 or Everest? Like how
If you're determined enough, you've got enough money, you've got time off, because it takes 2 months to do it.
Yeah.
I would separate K2 from Everest. You've got to be a technically experienced climber. And,
Yeah.
but, you know, as I write in the book, more and more people are doing these things. And I think, as I said earlier, it's about being very integral about the goals. The real inconvenient truth is we're doing it for significance. Significance internally is fine, it's what I've always done, but significance for showing it on Instagram, look at me, look what I've done.
Yeah.
That's what's sort of changing the world in all aspects, and that's perhaps a little bit unsavoury.
Okay, I'm going to stick to Table Mountain. You can join me if you want. It's really hard.
Anytime.
Table Mountain, more like Signal Hill, honey. I'm just trying to take it slow.
Thank
I
you
love
so
that.
much for being on the show today, and thank you for sending such an inspiring message to all of our viewers. This is amazing. Everybody needs to get this One Man's Climb by Adrian Hayes. It's a page turner. So tomorrow we meet radio and television presenter Relebohile Mabocha. That's going to be a fun show.
Love her. She's on Metro now. Absolutely a huge fan of Lebohile.
Yeah. Thank you so much for being here today. It was an absolutely beautiful message. Great show.
thank you.
We'll see you tomorrow. Until then,
Good night.
and God bless.
I'm motivated, are you?
So
motivated.
motivated.